Well, right. What influences me in the media would be the portrayal that they put on the Islamic religion, because of all the negative connotations that there is with it, with all the terrorist attacks that have just happened to be like the Islamic State. There's obviously others that have got to do with Christianity, and there's other religions, but they're not covered in the media. So that's just not what people's idea of terrorist attacks. So whenever I hear that on the news, like recently there was a terrorist attack on Parliament, and with that I just instantly thought, without even knowing who it was, I just thought, oh, it's probably Islamic State, it's the Islamic religion, which is like racist. Like the moral panic that there is around the Islamic State being like put with terrorist attacks, that it just makes you think, oh, you need to be scared of them, they're going to do all the bad things, but it's a bad connotation to put on them. It just so happens to be that the ones that are covered in the media are to do with them. So it's not a good thing to label a group because of individuals from that group acting differently, but the media doesn't cover the good things that Islam do and the good things that they portray. So
in the media especially, the name Trump has gotten like such a bad name. Like if you do support Trump, everyone's like, oh, like you're a terrible person, you're like a Nazi, like blah blah blah. There's like so many like other things, but I feel like that's a lot to do with the media as well, because it's given him a bad name. So it's like if you do side with someone that has been represented in the media as a very negative figure, then you are also seen as a negative figure. Because of media's like biased like way of presenting something, it can make us step back. Those of us who like can see media for what it is, we can like step away from it and be like, perhaps media is not that great, and perhaps that gives like media a bad name, because it's like those of us that can see media for its flaws, we kind of like move away from it. But surely that separates like the clever ones to like the people that kind of like side along with like the majority. Like surely an aspect of intelligence is knowing what's right and what's wrong and making up your own opinions.
One of the things that has influenced me in the media is body image. I always see pictures of women looking really slim and toned and then I end up judging myself to them, and it's caused me to take some actions that I probably shouldn't have done in the past. For example, counted my calories and judged myself to them, despite the fact that I know that they're photoshopped images and that these women aren't real.
Gender is something that influences me a lot, because I know in the 21st century we don't really have to, there's this ideology that we don't have to adhere to like a specific gender. It's just like there is like there is a spectrum, and then we like fall on it, and that's the same for sexuality. It's just everything's just more fluid now. It's not really binary. And I feel like if there's people that do like identify things binary, they're seen as really like dated people.
family, they obviously mean the most to me, family and friends. So if their opinion is different to what the media is saying, and I know they're telling me the truth, then I don't think that you should really worry about anything like that. And
like I was saying earlier, I feel like a major contender into like the influences of my life is culture. And obviously I come from like, my origins are like Sri Lankan, so like I am from like Asian descent or whatever. But like, I don't know, culture just entices me, how like different, like we're all people at the end of the day, but like how we differentiate like ideologies, like our traditions, etc. And like that kind of like, and like language especially, like communication, like I've told you this before, like it's like, people entice me, but it's like I feel like culture is just like a really major contender, especially with me. Like I like Korean culture, for example, although that is like a subsection of like Asian culture, because obviously Asia.
As well, in like family and friends, I have Muslim friends and everything, and they are nothing like what they're portrayed like in the media, so I can just take that at face value, and also at like a deeper understanding that they're not all like that, just like women or men in the media don't all look like they are. So
but like here's the difficult thing about media, like influences. You could say that media still influences you, even though I'm trying to step away from media. Like hipster culture. Hipster culture is all about like ignoring the majority and like effectively ignoring like the media. But that's what
created a subculture of.
Yeah. So basically, either way, you'd be like influenced by media, and it's just like I know it's kind of like Freud, where you're just like, oh, like you don't like it, you're influenced by it. You like it, you're influenced by it. Like either way, like you can't really win.